All right, question number 4 says the function f is defined as f is a function such that x in the domain is mapped onto 3 minus x in the codomain. So the diagram below shows the mapping diagram of the function f, where to determine the value of a. So in other words, we're basically being asked to find out what a is, and over to the left, guys, what you have is x. Over to the right, you have f of x. Now, f of x is 3 minus 2x. So all you have to do in f of x, wherever you see x, take out x and put minus 1. So to get a, it's going to be what? 3 minus 2 minus 1. So x at the level of what? A, the x in the domain is minus 1, and in the codomain it's a. So you're going to get a, what a is, by putting x in the function f of x. All right, so guys, a negative times a negative is a positive. So this is equal to, okay. All right, so in a sense, we have f of x is equal to 3 minus 2x. Now, essentially what we're being asked is to find f of minus 1. Now, f of minus 1 is a. F of minus 1 is equal to a. And in f, wherever you see x, you're going to put minus 1. So this is 3 minus 2 times minus 1. This is 3 plus 2, because a negative times a negative is a positive. And so this is equal to 5. So a is equal to 5. A here is 5. Next, we are determined in their simplest form expressions for f inverse. Now, f of x is equal to 3 minus 2x. Now, finding the inverse of a function has 4 steps. Step 1, take out f of x and say y is equal to 3 minus 2x. Step 2, interchange x and y. Wherever you see x, put y. Wherever you see y, put x. So x is equal to 3 minus 2y. Step 3 is to make y the subject again. That is, I need to get y by itself on one side. So I have 2y on the left is equal to 3 minus x. Negative 2y on the left goes over to, on the right, sorry, goes over to the left and become positive. Positive x on the left goes over to the right and become negative. Then now if I divide both sides by 2, I'm going to get that y is equal to 3 minus x over 2. Step 3 is to make y the subject again. Step 4, take out y and say f inverse of x is equal to 3 minus x over 2. Guys, for 1 mark, I think the examiner is cruel. He should have at least given you about 3 marks for this, but he only gave 1. Now we need the composite function f square of x. Now f square of x is the same as saying f of x. F square of x is the same as saying f of x. Guys, f of x is a composite function. You're going to form f of x by literally putting the function f into the function f. This is how you do it. You're going to write the function f, which is 3 minus 2. But wherever you see x in f, you're going to put f. So literally, we're putting the function f in the function f. How do we do that? We're going to write the function f, and in f, wherever we see x, we are going to again put f. We're putting f in f. So inside of f, I'm going to put in 3 minus 2x, which is f. This is 3. Distributive law, 2 times 3 is 6. A negative times a negative is a positive. 2 2s are 4x. My final answer here is 4x minus 3. 3 minus 6 is minus 3. And all I did was to put the positive 4x first. So f2 of x is equal to 4x minus 3. Next, we're asked to state the value of f. We're asked to state the value of f of f inverse of minus 2. All right, I think the answer here is minus 2. That f of f inverse of minus 2 is minus 2. But even though it's 1 mark, let us just show it. Now, let's first find f of minus 2. To find f of minus 2, I'm going to find f of minus 2, I'm going to solve the equation f of x is equal to 2. Now, f of x is equal to 2, sorry, not 2, it's minus 2. F of x is 3 minus 2x, and this is equal to minus 2. So now we have what? 3 plus 2 is equal to 2x. Divide both sides by 2. We get x is equal to, sorry. Yeah, divide both sides by 2. We get x is equal to 5 over 2. So f inverse of minus 2 is equal to 5 over 2. Now f of f inverse of minus 2 is the same as saying f of 5 over 2. So in f, wherever I see x, I'm going to put 5 over 2. So in f, we have 3 minus what? 2 times x, which is what? 5 over 2. U cancel u, we have what? 3 minus 5. The answer here is minus 2. Now, I think what the examiner was expecting that you would know that f of f inverse of minus 2 is minus 2. So which is why he only gave 1 mark for it. So that is something that you should try and note, that f of f inverse of minus 2 is minus 2. Next, this says, let me look at this, which topic this is. This looks like linear programming. All right, now, I didn't teach you linear programming, but let's at least go through it now and see if when you actually do the exam, if you come across this again, if it can be helpful to you. If what I'm saying now can be helpful to you. This says using a ruler, draw the line x is equal to a half. Guys, your x lines are your vertical lines. So x is equal to a half is a vertical line that passes through a half on the x-axis. Notice he did say use a ruler. So this is the line, I draw it, I'm gonna label it, x is equal to a half. X is equal to a half is a vertical line that, that passes through a half on the x-axis. Next, we're asked to draw the line x plus y is equal to 5. If I want, I could say y is equal to minus x plus 5. Now, minus x plus 5 is a straight line that cuts the y-axis at 5. So I know that this line is going to cut the y-axis at 5. 5 is the y-intercept. Because remember, every straight line is of the form y is equal to mx plus c. The number at the NC tells you where the graph cuts the y-axis. Now, I need two coordinates to draw a straight line, so I need another one. So I might say something like when x is equal to 3. When x is equal to 3, y would be equal to minus 3 plus 5. Y would be equal to 2. So the point is 3, 2. So 3, 2 is another point on the line. Remember, I only need 2 to draw my straight line. So I have the y-intercept already. I know I have another point. The point is what? 3, 2. All right. So this is the second line. And this is the line x plus y is equal to 5. This is the line x plus y is equal to 5. So notice whenever I draw my lines, I always label them. Next, we need to draw the line. So we draw those two lines. Oh, this is the third line that asks us to draw. I didn't see is y is equal to x. Now, I spoke to you about that line already. The line y is equal to x is a straight line that passes through every point on the graph where x and y have the same value. It is the line y is equal to x. So whatever x is, y is the same thing. Y is equal to x. When x is 2, y is also 2. So the point 2, 2 is on the line. So also is the point 6, 6. Let's not use 6, 6. Yeah, let's use 5, 5. The point 5, 5 is on the line. The point 2, 2 is on the line. The point also passes through the origin. It passes through all points on the graph where x and y have the same value. This is the line y is equal to x. All right, so we need to be able to draw a straight line. So that's the first thing we're asked to do. And if we were able to do that, we would get 3 marks. Then it says on the grid, label the region where x is greater than a half. Well, this is the vertical line, x is a half. To the right of this line, x is greater than a half. So the region where x is greater than a half is to the right of that line. Next, y is greater than x. This is the line y is equal to x. Above the line, y is greater than x. Below the line, y is less than x. We are interested in the region where y is greater than x. Lastly, we need a region where x plus y is less than 5. Guys, this is the line x plus y is equal to 5. Everywhere on that line, x plus y is equal to 5. Above the line, x plus y is greater than 5. Below the line, x plus y is less than 5. So what I want to show you then is that this is the region in this triangle here is the region that satisfies all of these inequalities. So this is the region that satisfy all of the inequalities. Now, this is called a common region or the solution set. It's called a common region or the solution set. It satisfies all the inequalities. In that region, x is greater than a half. In that region, y is greater than x. In that region, x plus y is less than 5. That region satisfies all inequalities, all three inequalities. It is called a common area or the solution set. Let's see what's next. All right. And that is the end of question number 4. Should have seen it. That's the end of question number 4.